Welcome to Bible Tales.
I'm Zayin.
And I'm Hosanna, and this is Keziah. So she has joined us today to do another fun and amazing episode of Bible Tales.
Hi, kids.
So today we're going to be doing the story of the Tower of Babel, and we're also going to be obviously doing the drawings related to the story, and we're going to be doing a really fun activity with this twine colored yarn kind of thing. And we're going to be making bracelets with straws and yarn and twine. So
and a lot of stuff.
It's going to be really, really fun, you guys. So let's get started. So today we're going to be doing the story of the Tower of Babel. As I told you guys, you can call it Babel or Babylon, whatever you want to say. But basically, since we've been doing so many stories from the New Testament, I thought we could change it up a little bit because we haven't done all the stories in the Bible of the Old Testament. So I thought we could change it up a little bit and do one of the stories from the Old Testament today. Since we've been doing so many stories from the New Testament about Jesus and about the stories and parables and all that stuff. So I thought we could change it up a little bit and do a story from the Old Testament since we haven't finished all the stories from the Old Testament. So once upon a time, a very long time ago, there lived a man. His name was Ham, and he was the son of Noah. Y'all know him from the Noah and the Ark, the story. So he was the son of Noah, and Noah had 3 sons, and he was one of the 3 sons of Noah. And so Noah cursed him. He said that your entire generation will be cursed, Ham. And so Ham's entire generation, which was a big generation, was cursed, and they all used to do bad things since they were cursed. And they were used to bad things, and they were bad people, and they were very sinful, and they used to follow false religions and stuff like that. So, one day, an idea came into Ham's mind, and he was like, oh, why don't we build this huge tower, and then we can go there, and we can worship our false religion. And so, he teamed up with a bunch of people, and so he wanted to make this big tower, and he needed help from a bunch of people. And they started working on the tower. So while they were in the middle of building the tower, what God did, God mixed up their languages because obviously they wanted to worship a false religion, and they weren't worshiping God, and they weren't making a church for God. They were making a big temple or a tower, whatever you would call it, to worship a false religion. So that's why what God did is God mixed up their languages. In the olden period, there only used to be a few languages, and one of the most famous ones was Aramaic. And so the people used to speak that language. But when they were in the middle of building the tower, God mixed up their languages, and so they couldn't communicate anymore, and they couldn't talk to each other, and they couldn't, further build the tower anymore. So they stopped because they couldn't understand each other, and they couldn't communicate. So they stopped, and the tower was never built. And that's the end of the story. So now we're going to tell you guys the more of today's story after we are done with our drawings. So let's get started with our drawings. Okay, guys. So now we have our drawings with us. And why did I do that? Okay, so now we have our drawings with us, and we're going to start coloring them. And remember, you guys can also follow along. All you guys need is a piece of paper. All you guys need is a piece of paper, a few markers or color pencils, or any type of thing to color with, and also a pencil or a marker to
paint
draw.
If you want to.
All you guys need is a pen, paper, and a few markers to color with. So now we're gonna get started. So we just drew the Tower of Babylon.
Yeah, me too.
And we all drew it like in different forms. So now we're gonna get started coloring.
The way.
Okay, you guys, so now we are done with our drawings. Remember to comment down below the moral of today's story. And
if the comments are turned off, go to our community tab.
Okay, so in 3, 2, 1.
So you guys, I drew the Tower of Babylon, and I drew this really cool new Zayin logo. It has a fire thingy. It has a fire emblem on the middle, and it has a electricity emblem on the left side or the right side. And I have a star emblem right there, and I wrote my actual Zayin logo.
Okay, so this is Zayin's drawing. So he just drew
The
Tower of Babylon, but he drew it in a different way than the OG tower.
OGGG.
Okay, guys. So here I wrote the Tower of Babylon, and then right here I wrote my name with like olive green because I thought it'd be really nice with this like pretty potato brick color. So I just drew the Tower of Babylon, and there's like all. As you guys know, the tower was never made, and it was like an unfinished tower. So basically, they couldn't finish building it because God interfered with the building of the tower because it was against His will.
Guys, I drew the Tower of Babylon.
Okay, guys, so now, since we are all done with our drawings, we are going to be now I'm going to be telling you guys the moral of today's story. So the moral of today's story is basically that any person who would be going against God's will, and if someone is building a tower to worship, for example, if someone is building a tower to worship false religion, God wouldn't let that happen, and He would basically do something and to make it stop, and so they can't build anymore and take on like Tower of Babylon.
Because that is not nice.
So, like the Tower of Babylon, God would stop it, and it wouldn't be built properly, and God wouldn't let it finish, so they can start practicing the false religion. So, and if someone is building a church, for example, and obviously a church is to, pray, and we're going to be worshiping God, and we're not going to be worshiping a false religion. God would help that person and bless that person, and also help that person build the church and finish and complete the church. So that's the moral of today's story. So now we are going to be getting started with our activities. And our activity for today is bracelets. So we're just going to be making bracelets. We have some twine, it's colored twine.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of different colors, and we're just going to be making bracelets with twine and some straws. So let's get started. Okay, guys, so now we have all of our supplies laid out on our table. We have a bunch of twine, and they're just colored, and they're pretty durable. So that's what we're going to be using.
Thingies assassin uses.
Okay, so we're going to use these as our strings, and we're going to cut up, and we have a bunch of straws. So we have the normal bendy, twisty kind of straws.
Really long straws.
Yeah, and then
you can shape your straws that any way and twirl them.
Then we also have these ones. So these ones are blue, and
they're really hard.
These are paper straws, so we are saving the planet. Anyways, so they're blue, and they have white polka dots all over them, and then these are silver, and they have
hypnotizing
silver foil or twirly foil all over them, and these
you can hypnotize someone if you go like
exactly.
Hypnotize.
And then we have more paper straws since we want to save the turtles, and then we have
the turtles.
And then these are red and white, and they look like candy canes. So that's what we're going to be using, and these are our twine. So let's get started. And remember, you guys can also follow along. All you need is some straws.
You can also use thread if you have some.
Yes, the straws, any kind of string that you have. We're using literal twine as string, but you can use whatever you want to. We have scissors. You can use beads if you want to, if you don't have straws, but we're just doing it with straws.
Yeah.
It's easier, and anyone can, buy them easily. So let's get started. Okay, guys, so now I just laid out the straws, and I put them in rainbow order because I'm obsessed. So it's just twisted up twine, and so that's what we're going to be using as our string. And then our decorative paper straws, and then our plastic straws. And
these are really stretchy and stuff.
And so we're just gonna cut these up, all of us. We're gonna just cut them up, and then we're gonna start beating them up in our bracelet. We can do lots of different colors. You can also use beads if you don't have any straws, and you can also use thread if you don't have any twine or yarn or thread or whatever. Okay guys, so here I have the twine. So basically what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to measure out how long
The wrist is.
your wrist is going to be and how long you want your bracelet to be. So I want mine about, let's see, about this big. So and you want to leave like some room for to tie, so you can tie your thread or twine or whatever you're using. So I'm going to cut it right over here. So we're just going to go snip, snip, and here is all like ASMR. Okay, you guys, so here is a twine. I'm using the orange one right now. So basically, you're supposed to cut like how long you want your bracelet to be. We're supposed to cut extra because you're gonna tie the knot first here, so you can add the straw in. You can beat it through, and then you're going to tie it here, and then you tie it all together, so you're gonna have a ton of room for yourself to do that. So if I just measure my wrist, it's gonna be like this long, but we're not gonna be able to make bead our straws in that much length. So we're gonna have to cut it a bit longer. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it right here. Just experiment and see how long will I need it to be for my bracelet. So once just to be safe, on the safer side, get a longer piece of twine or yarn or whatever you're using and tie it knot first so you can beat it, and then you can later on go and fix however long you want it to be. So yeah, so now I'm going to cut up the straws and I'm going to start beating it. Okay guys, so right now I am beating up my bracelet. So I chose the very light, pretty baby blue, or like pastel blue string, and I just have a few dark blue little straws cut up in here. I just used the these ones. They're like they have polka dots all over them, and thought it looked super pretty. And then I'm gonna be using these little digit number beads that I got. So I'm going to be using those. As you can see, they're right here. So I'm just beating this up right now. And you guys, I also found this thread. It's like embroidery thread, and it's just like a big roll of it. And so I just wanted to show you guys that you guys can also use thread or just any thicker kind of yarn or thread or whatever. Okay, you guys, so we are all done with our bracelets. So we're going to, one by one, show you guys our bracelets. And then we're going to describe describe like how we made them and stuff. So here is my bracelet.
And yeah.
So basically what I did, I used the very like light baby blue, pastel blue kind of twine string as my string. And then I just kind of double knotted it like a few times. I think 4 or 5 times. So it's thick. And so my straws, because they have a pretty big hole, you can see. My straws just don't fall out, and so I used the blue one, the blue straws, and I cut them up, these paper straws, and so I cut them up into little pieces like this, just little pieces. You can make them bigger or smaller, or whatever length you want.
Yep.
And then it went in with some of these numbered beads from our box of knickknacks.
Box of
and they're
supplies.
They're beads, but they have numbers on them. So I just picked out the blue ones. And I put them I put 3 on each side, and then I glued on like a H, and yeah, to show my initials, and yeah, that's my bracelet. It was super easy, and you guys can also do it. My H was originally red. I just painted it with some spray paint, so it dries quickly, and so it can be blue, and it can match my bracelet.
Guys, I made like this bracelet. I know it looks like one that's a girl's, but I like pink, blue, and purple. It's a nice colors, and they are my favorite, and they're pretty cool.
They're just these big beads.
But I didn't use pink.
Yeah, he used purple and blue.
And I used
a pipe liner.
Yeah, I used pipe liners, except I didn't use any straws or anything.
Yeah, he used
and
pipe liners.
This looks like the thingy Black Widow uses, right?
Yeah,
to
like shoot out his stuff.
Her like electricity shock.
Oh my god. Yeah, okay.
Orange is my favorite color and I love my bracelet.
Okay guys, so now Keziah is going to be singing a song for y'all. So yeah, yup.
Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Oh my soul. I worship His holy name. Sing like never before. Oh my soul, I worship your holy name. The sun comes up, it's a new day dawning. It's time to sing your song again. Whatever may pass and whatever lies before me, let me be singing till the evening comes. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. I worship His holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul. I worship your holy name. You're rich in love and you slow to anger. Your name is great and your heart is kind. For all your goodness I will keep on singing. 10,000 reasons for my heart to find. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. I worship His holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul. I worship your holy name.
Okay, Keziah, so since you were a guest here today, how do you like your experience here with us?
All activities so creative and interesting. I really enjoyed this show. Thanks for inviting here.
Okay, Keziah, so since you were a guest here today, me and Zayin had a little gift for you.
Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay guys, so hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel and ring that post notification bell so you get notified every single time we post a new video. And also, make sure to comment below the moral of today's story. And if the comments are turned off, make sure to go to the community tab and comment over there.
See you tomorrow at the Temple of God Church Sunday School.
Okay.
Stay safe. God bless you. Bye.